What's up, this is Chris from ElectroFame. So today, here we go for a comparison and video review between the Xiaomi Mi3 here on the left and the Xiaomi Mi4. So new flagship of Xiaomi, which will come out in its 4G version in November, roundabout, you know. So we don't know yet exactly. So at this time, only the 3G version is available, but it's not released completely yet and fully functional. So we're still waiting for. So what are the main differences between the old models, so the Mi3 and the Mi4? So let's talk first about the processor itself. So we can actually first launch both M2 benchmark on it, and we will see right away what is going on. And we will first talk about the specifications, and then we will actually talk about the design itself. So we have M2. The scores are actually pretty similar. So 43,370 for the Xiaomi Mi3 and 43,874 for the Xiaomi Mi4. So what is going on? What is the main difference? So we can go into the device info. So here we are. So we both have, okay, the Xiaomi Mi3 has 4.3 Android on it, though you can still make an update to 4.4. However, the Mi4 has a 4.4.2, so KitKat, and at this time only has a MIUI version 5, but we'll have in November the MIUI version 6, and the Mi3 still have the MIUI version 5, okay? So the Qualcomm Snapdragon, both of them, however, on the Mi3 this is the 800, and on the Mi4 we have the 801, so 2.3 GHz on my left and 2.5 GHz on my right. Both have the Adreno 330 for the GPU. Both have the same resolution of the screen, 13 megapixels on the back, though the camera is a bit different anyway. Otherwise, for the RAM and the ROM, so we see here for the Xiaomi Mi3 we have 2 GB of RAM. However, for the Xiaomi Mi4 we have 3 GB of RAM, which is quite impressive. The same like the OnePlus One, for example. Otherwise, both versions actually are available in 16 GB and 64 GB. Then what else to say? So quad-core processors for both of them, and we can see here the cameras. So it's only a 2 megapixels front camera for the Mi3 and the 8 megapixels for the Mi4. And the aperture is different, so the aperture is 2.2 for the Mi3 and 1.8 for the Mi4, which is very good, so to take good pictures. And for the sensors, it is almost the same. The both have almost all of them, so it's very nice. So this is actually for the specifications, just to show that actually the hardware is quite similar except for the cameras. So the Mi4 has actually very good camera. So the back one is 13 megapixels, but it's a Sony IMX214, so aperture 1.8 and HDR 4K recording. So we have access to a lot of different features, very nice actually. And on the front we have the Sony IMX219 f1.8 as well, 80 degrees wide angle. However, for the Mi3, so it's a bit less, 30 megapixels on the back and only 2 megapixels on the front, okay? And otherwise, the Xiaomi Mi3 has NFC, however the Mi4 doesn't have any more NFC. And for the battery, we have 3080 mAh for the Mi4 and a little slightly less, you know, for the Mi3. So otherwise, let's talk a bit about the design, because this is kind of one of the most important, as we saw that the hardware is kind of the same. So what's going on for both of them? So on the Mi3 here we have actually 5-inch screen, but the dimensions are actually different. If we compare both phones, so we see that actually the thickness is a bit different, and the size is not the same at all, so we can check it out. So the Xiaomi Mi4 is slightly smaller, and a bit on the edges, the same. So both have 5 inches dimensions. So basically the Mi3 is actually 144 by 73 by 8.1. However, the Mi4 is 139 by 68.5 by 8.9 millimeters. So slightly thicker but slightly bigger. So it's a pros and cons of these two smartphones. So let's talk about the shape as well. So here we can see the Mi3 is much more about round shapes and different material used. So it's grip plastic kind of. So we're very holding hands very well. So we have the SIM card here on the top and the big speaker here. So this is what we get basically for the Mi3, and the Mi4 is very different. So we have here actually a metal frame all around, which looks like a bit at the iPhone, and with a 0.3 millimeters straight and sharp ridge line in here, you see. And the back cover is looks like a bit like the Samsung Galaxy. So this is like a bit rounded on the edges. So you can maybe see it. And glossy plastic and quite smooth, very smooth. So this is basically the main difference between these two smartphones. So this is it basically for the comparison, brief comparison between the Mi4 and the Mi3. So at this time, so the Mi4 is only available for 3G WCDMA, and the IR blaster here is not fully functional yet. However, in November, when the fully functional version will be released, we will have access to actually a 4G FDD-LTE version of the Mi4, and with MIUI version 6 on it. So this is what you will get, and this is the difference between actually the Mi4 and the Mi3. So if you have any question related to these two devices, please feel free to leave a comment below this video, and we will get back to you as soon as possible. Until then, I hope you enjoy it, and see you later for the next one then. Bye bye! What's up, this is Chris from ElectroFame. So today, here we go for a comparison and video review between the Xiaomi Mi